Hey owners, grab your cups because it's Freedom Friday on the Own Your Now show. Lady-o, let's go.
We're free.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I've heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for the Own Your Now show. It's Freedom Friday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and y'all call me Lady Yo.
That's right, Lady-o, Lady-o, Lady-o. Guess
Yes.
what today is?
It's Friday.
It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what?
You know, I love, every time I know it's Friday coming up, I just think of that song, and it just gets us going.
Oh, yes, it does. It does.
Well, Tracy, tell me what's in your cup, my dear.
Well, you know what's in my cup. I'm sipping off of my Caldi's cup. It's a breakfast blend, and it's strong. It's black. It's my coffee.
It's your coffee. Well, you know, today's show is being sponsored by the Conley Financial Group, where they offer holistic insurance solutions for your business and personal benefit challenges. And I know you want to ask me what's in my cup.
Yes, I got to know. It's Friday. What's in your cup? What you sipping on?
Well, you know, today I just wanted to get on with some black coffee. I did the breakfast blend. You know, 'cause I love me some breakfast. She loves her some pancakes, so I did that in your honor. Stuck with the breakfast blend.
Breakfast blend. We can have pancakes later.
Yes.
But you know it's Freedom Friday. I'm looking forward to our What's in Your Cup Freedom Friday guest, the Adrian Bracy. You know she wrote a book called Halftime.
Yes, indeed.
And you know what? I can't wait to learn about the pivoting of being a leader.
Yes.
She's going to identify all the next steps. Lady-o, are you ready to define your next steps?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to get this book, and I'm going to know the steps to take. I'm in halftime.
We are at our halftime, but you know, can't wait. We're going to take a break. And when we return, we'll get ready for our Own Your Now cup of affirmations and our motivational song of the day. It's sponsored by Fraser Automotive. Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
Greetings. My name is Adrian Bracy, the new author of Halftime, Learn to Pivot as a Leader and Identify Your Next Step. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
Now it is time for our Own Your Now affirmation word of the day. Everybody grab your journals because today's word is journey. Sometimes in life, we get so focused on the finish line that we forget to enjoy and find the joy in the journey. Your journey belongs to you, so own it. Take the steps that you need to get what you want and decide what is your what next. Pause along the way, but you must continue. And the only way you can continue is to be what, Lady-o?
Your best self.
That's right, y'all. So it's time for us to be our best selves. Let's take an Own Your Now motivational meditation moment with Best Self by Lady Bree. Center yourselves, everyone. You ready?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we'll start with our left arm. Go up slowly. Reach for the sky. Take a breath and bring it down.
Ooh, we're on this journey together.
Yes, we are.
I
We
am
got
loving
this.
it.
Right arm up. And we'll take a deep breath as we bring it down. Bring both arms up. Center yourself. Bring it slowly down to your heart. And then what do we do, ladies?
Reach out to your strong friends.
Reach out to your
Matter of
strong
fact,
friends on this Freedom
This is
Friday.
my girl.
We got this. And then hug yourselves. Bring it in tight. Hug yourself. You like that?
I love it.
And then we're going to take a collective breath together and release.
Yes. Hey, you know, we have Adrian coming on and she's going to talk about that halftime.
Yes,
you
she
got to
is.
breathe your way through it.
You do.
Yes,
but I know
indeed.
we got us some vibrant vibes. Do we have some vibrant vibes?
Yes,
Shout out,
yes.
birthday.
Vibrant Vibes are being sponsored by Kids World North. And oh my goodness, speaking of halftime, just in case he's watching, happy birthday, Odell Beckham Jr.
All right now. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Playmakers.
Playmakers. You know, we have a vibrant vibe going out to our very new St. Louis Cardinal manager. It's Oliver Marmel. I hope I said that right because you know what? I'm so excited. He's young.
Yes,
He's young. I want to
yes.
say he's like around 35 years old. So
We're winning.
congratulations. We want you to come on the show and tell us about the upcoming season because, you know, I think we can do that World Series championship next year.
Oh, yes. We're going to get it. We're going to
Uh-oh,
get it.
Tracy, the national holiday, National Donut Day.
Okay. So I know everybody has their favorites. You know, I'm a Ferguson Florissant girl. So I'm going to tell you all right now, Old Town Donuts, they got the best. I'm sorry, the best. Do you have a favorite?
Well, you know, I don't have a favorite place because I make donuts. However, my favorite donut to make is just a simple cake donut.
That's my favorite.
Yes, simple
I love the cake donuts.
donut. I took a donut making class last year with my niece, and we got to eat every donut we made. It was
remember
like
that.
6 different donuts.
I
So
remember
yes,
that.
I love me some donuts. I like cake
Well-
donuts because, you know, I don't like stuff super sweet.
Well, you know, if you ever go to a morning game, you could grab the donuts. That could be part of tailgating.
Yes,
right.
yes.
When we return, all you leaders out there, it's halftime. Get ready to pivot with one of the top 50 most powerful blacks in sports, as named by Black Enterprise, the Adrian Bracy. Get ready, y'all.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education. No one receives a diploma alone. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And as promised on this Freedom Friday, one of Black Enterprise's 50 most powerful women in business, St. Louis Business Journal's most influential businesswomen, a former NFL executive and a former CEO of the YWCA Metro St. Louis, author of Halftime, we have Adrian Bracy. Welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. It is such an honor and joy and privilege to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, I can't wait to get into this book. Halftime, because that's saying a lot. That's that middle thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that. But I know everyone wants to know, after hearing all those titles, what's in your cup? What gets you started?
Well, my cup is full of coffee every morning. And what gets me started is early in the morning when I get to have my cup of coffee and my devotional.
Yes.
So every morning that starts my day, just reading I had one, now I have 4, but you know what? I go through all of them and it really gets me going.
Well, I love my coffee black as well. Strong.
Yes.
Because I'm still working.
Okay.
But let's talk about this. July 2021, you retired after more than 35 years in the corporate and nonprofit world,
Yes.
launching your coaching and consulting firm, the Bracy Group. Talk to us about the vision. What is that all about?
Well, the vision is really inspiring others. That's what the journey really is all about in life. God didn't give us gifts to hold on to them. He gave us our gifts to help others. And that's what I stand by. That's what I live by.
Yes.
And we have been blessed that she's ours. You're
Yes.
in our community. And you're global. Not that you don't have enough things to do. Now you've come back to us and you have a new book. You
Yes.
are an author. Halftime. Talk to us about your new book.
Yes. Well, Halftime, Learn to Pivot as a Leader and Identify Your Next Step was born out of my journey, my career journey, actually my life. So it starts with my life lessons as a little girl, learning to pivot.
Yes.
And growing up in Miami, Florida, it's a neighborhood called Liberty City that's just full of drugs and prostitution and gangs. And so overcoming all of that is pretty much why I wrote it, because throughout my career, I've had to pivot. I've had half times where I had to stop and decide and pray, honestly.
That's right.
My next direction. Okay, what's my next direction? And and you mentioned halftime, Lady Yo, and so what happens is that at halftime, you're right, we go and we have drinks and we have fun
Yes.
during football games.
Yes.
But the coaches and the players are strategizing.
Yes.
They are.
They're
They
strategizing the next game play. And so that's what we need to do. So if football can have a strategy, a business can have a strategy,
Yes.
why shouldn't we have a personal strategic plan for our lives?
I love
That
that.
part,
I love
that
that.
part.
And you're right about that halftime. It's the time when everyone thinks it's time to have a little fun, but truly you should be strategizing. You should be ready when the whistle blows.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, I like
exactly.
that.
What worked and what didn't work previously.
Yes.
And so what do we need to do and pivot and adjust for the next go round?
For the win.
For the win.
Touchdown. It's all about winning, and but also thinking about your what next. The moment that I picked up this book, I was thinking, so learn to pivot as a leader. We know we're talking about corporations, businesses, but I immediately, my son's an athlete. I thought about my son. I
Yes.
want to know, who do you think for? Because I could see it for everybody, but who would you say the book is best for?
That's a very good question. And I wrote the book generic so that it could apply to everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that's my career. So being in the NFL for 18 years, it's a male-dominated industry.
Yes,
So I wanted men to be able to relate. So a lot of the content, the chapters, I refer to my experience with the St. Louis Rams. And Coach Dick Vermeil, he did the forward.
Yes,
And
I
so
saw
I
that.
wanted that to relate to men as well, young men, old men, whatever. But I think it's going to relate more to women.
Wow.
Just because I'm a female, and as you know, I kind of made the book a little feminine because halftime.
But
could be-
women, we love football too.
That's
We
right.
love
Yes.
football too.
and I
we gotta
wanted to
tackle
appeal
life.
to both. So
Yes.
yes. I have a question.
Yes.
What would you tell your 13-year-old self?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So my 13-year-old self, I would say to have confidence. I didn't have a lot of confidence growing up because of my humble beginnings, and I knew young girls, and I have it in the book, that were pretty modest family, moderate income, and they just exuded confidence. And so that's what I would tell myself, Adrian, you are enough.
Oh,
God has given you all that you need to be successful. And it took me through some, self-reflections throughout my years, but hey, I'm there now.
Yes, you are.
indeed.
You know, one of the things, every time that you're in our presence, whether if you're talking to girls or if you're talking to other leaders or women bosses, you inspire us. This chapter here, chapter 6, the 3 P's, purpose, passion, and potential.
Yes.
Talk to me. Talk to us about
Yes,
that.
I want some of it too.
So, yes.
Yes.
So, I remember, I think it was 2012 when I went to, it was Oprah came to St. Louis, and she had her O class.
Yes.
Yes.
And I remember her and Bishop Jakes on the stage, and they said, if you find your passion, you'll find your purpose. And so, and I believe that, but as I did a little bit more soul searching, and I don't want to say research, but just soul searching myself, I realized that even with the passion, even with the purpose,
Yes.
you really need the potential to accomplish your purpose and your passion. And I go back to when Michael Jordan, great Michael Jordan, the basketball player, but he was the greatest basketball player. And when he retired, he actually went into baseball for a
he
very
did.
short moment. So having that potential is also key. I wanted to be a lawyer when I went to college, and my counselor said, Adrian, I'm looking at your transcript and your high school grades. I think accounting would be the best route for you. And so I could have majored in law, but it would have taken me a little longer. Just like Michael could have stayed in baseball, but it may have taken him a little longer. But when you have that potential, it's easier to get to.
Yes.
So basketball was easier for Michael to be
That's a life
the
lesson.
best versus baseball. And accounting was best for me to be the best versus being a lawyer. So having your passion, your purpose, and your potential all lined up, your 3 Ps,
Yes.
it just makes life so much easier. Not that you can't get it if you don't have the potential right away. Hopefully you can build to that.
Yes.
But if you
Yes.
can't, it's important to realize that early
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
and pivot.
Yes, and pivot. Let me tell you, every time I see you, and when they would say, oh, she works with the NFL, I'd be like, yes, I was your biggest cheerleader and still am, because,
Thank you.
when we hear NFL, they just automatically think of men, but I would say, oh, do you know Adrian?
Yes.
Do you know Adrian? And I just want to say how proud we are as a St. Louis community, as women, as African American women.
Yes.
You have definitely shined the light on what we can do when we have the 3 Ps.
Yes.
That's right.
And I'm so proud of you for stepping out into halftime
Yes.
and giving us some life lessons.
Thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate
it's all about tackling life. And when you said that you were retiring, I'm like, well, what do you got? She's like,
Don't leave us.
I got plenty. She has plenty of more because look at her.
Yes.
Everything inside out. I'm so grateful for this because as a leader, we always try to figure out what does the next
Yes.
pivot looks like. We have to be ready, especially in the midst of this pandemic.
Oh my
And you
gosh.
are showing up and showing out.
Yes, indeed.
So tell everybody, how can they find your book?
Well, 2 ways. You can either go to Amazon.com or AdrianBracy.com.
That's right.
Either or will land you to the purchasing page for halftime. Learn to pivot.
I'm gonna tell you what, this needs to be in everyone's stocking. This is a good thing to give someone for Christmas. What a gift!
Yes.
What
Thank
a gift.
you.
Yes.
You ladies are a gift. I have to tell you that. Just,
Thank you.
When you were talking, it just warms my heart to see sisters supporting each other and the way you two uplift women and the community and inspire others. It's just a joy, and how you empower not only me, but yourselves. And I just want to say thank you so much for being the light in the world that we need.
We appreciate it. We had to
would like
pivot, though.
I want to say thank you for always saying yes. And I know that you're very specific with your yeses, and we have to be very intentional.
Yes,
but
you do.
As a woman that our girls look at as a role model, and us as women, whenever you if we say, if we call, you pick up the phone.
Yes.
And that's everything. It
Yes.
really is. So
Well, thank
we are
you.
thankful for you. We really
Absolutely,
are.
and you know I love exclusives. So
Yes.
when you're ready to make that announcement, she's gonna do it on the Own Your Now show. I hope.
Absolutely.
So, all right, we need to ask you your affirmation word for today. What is it?
Resilience.
Yes, resilience.
Why resilience?
Because that's what I've had to have throughout my whole life. Growing up in Liberty City, I had to have resilience. I didn't know the word back then,
Absolutely.
Yes.
but now, older, wiser, more mature, I realized that it was resilience. Of course, I couldn't have had that without the help of God. So God first, and faith and all of that. But then through all of that, resilience really helped so many people through COVID.
Yes.
It was such a rough time. And for a lot of people, it's still a rough time.
Absolutely. Yes,
but
it is.
resilience, it really helps you to, when you fall, and I've fallen before, but to get back up
Yes.
and don't give up.
That's
Don't
right.
give up.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Winning.
Get your touchdown dance ready.
Yes. We want to thank you, Adrian Bracy, for showing us what freedom truly looks like. To be a leader, to pivot, to tackle life successfully. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow. Wall Street Company is a family-owned business in the St. Louis Galleria that houses unique brands by women entrepreneurs. From waist beads to stylish handbags, we have special gifts for everyone. Our Boss Day event enables brand owners to showcase their products and connect with customers on a personal level. Stop by today and have an unrivaled shopping experience.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
So now it's time for our Own Your Now flow. Special shout out to our guest today, Adrian Bracy, a phenomenal woman indeed.
Yes, indeed. And she dropped so many great nuggets. She definitely did that.
If you get a chance, you better get her book. Grab it right away. Lady O, what is your affirmation word for today?
Well, you know, she is from the NFL world. So my word is playmaker.
Playmaker.
Be a playmaker.
That's right. That's right. You're a playmaker.
Thank you, ma'am. You too.
Well, we want you all to understand the value of your journey. It's to understand that when you have resilience, you can make it. You can make it every single day, but you want to make sure that you be a playmaker. Until next time, keep your cups full and go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
Oh, that's right. And you know, tomorrow's not promised, so go out and own
Your now.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.